Hey guys, welcome to another video with Lock with Leilani. Who is Lock with Leilani? That is me. So on this video, I'm going to actually be doing some baking. You guys have not seen me bake in a little bit. And I got some inspiration from the new Beetle Juice movie that came out recently. And I'm going to be doing some Beetle Juice cupcakes. I'm going to do 8 cupcakes instead of the 12 dozen that I sometimes do. Sometimes I do 6 cupcakes. I'm actually going to do 8 today. I'm going to do 6 that I'm going to actually decorate. And then 2 that I'm just going to leave just the vanilla plain cake for my husband. He does like the cupcakes without the frosting. What world does he live in, right? I am going to do that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like a lot of frosting on your cupcakes, if you like the cupcakes without frosting. And also let me know if you guys finally saw, or if you plan to, or what you thought about the Beetle Juice movie, which I don't really want to call it a part 2, but it kind of is. The original is definitely the original, and the remake is definitely the remake. I highly enjoyed it, but I did hear quite a few people on Instagram say that they didn't really care for it. They could have done without it, but I really enjoyed it. So let me show you guys the stuff that I have right here. This is going to be a super quick video. I'm not going to go into like a whole lot because you guys have seen me make cupcakes before. I just want to show you guys what I'm using. So I have my cupcake liners here ready to go. I have this lemon Betty Crocker with the pudding mixed in cake mix. I'm going to be using, I've already used this and I just kind of rinsed this one out. That's my measuring cup for my my baking. And then I also used for my milk, I did milk instead of water, and then I did butter instead of oil, and I did the 3 eggs that it calls for. 15 to 18 minutes in the oven for the cupcakes, and 350 on the oven temperature. I picked up these cute little Beetle Juice cupcake rings off of Amazon. These were like, I think like $5 or $6. You get Beetle Juice, you get one that says Strange and Unusual, then you get the Beetle Juice sign. So I have those, and then I found these at the grocery store here in Southern California at Stater Brothers. Over the Top Essentials is the new like brand. This is like a bold black and white, kind of reminded me of Beetle Juice. So I picked that up, and then I have some of the purple gel color that I actually already used on my frosting. I'll show you guys the frosting here that I already dyed. I just kind of sat down and did that. So that's purple already. It's ready to go. And everything is ready to go. So I'm going to start putting this all inside the pan, and then I'm going to throw this in the oven. And then once they're done, I'm going to let them cool off. And then once they're cooled off, I'm going to go in and decorate them with that purple frosting. And then I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And then I'm going to take some of this green like melting chips. I'm going to melt this. I'm going to let it sit for a minute so it kind of cools off a little bit. And then I'm going to take some of that and drizzle that on top of the purple. And then I'm going to go in with some sprinkles. I'm not sure if I'm going to do some black sprinkles or purple or green. I'm not sure yet. Maybe a combination of the 3. I just have to look in my pantry and see what I have. This will be the first time that I ever put melting chocolate on top of a cupcake. But that green Meltables by Sweet Tooth Fairy from Michael's is going to give me that Beetle Juice color that we're going to need to top this off. So let's go ahead and get these in the oven, and I will return. Okay guys, so I'm back. So I wanted to show you guys what I have here. I have this cute little ghost tray. I was gonna put the cupcakes, the Beetle Juice cupcakes, just on a plain plate, but I decided I'm gonna use this one. This is actually new that I picked up at Michael's. It had a little bit of like coffee kind of smeared on it, like kind of splattered on it from my my Nespresso coffee bar that's in my butler pantry in my house. I'm gonna use this one for the cupcakes. I'm just gonna turn it sideways and put the cupcakes on here when they are done. So I'm gonna use that. Once I decorate them, that is where they will go. I like to use this bowl. This is like a bowl that I always use for my melting chips. And yes, I did take my braids out. Yesterday, I took my braids out and I washed and I dyed my hair, and I have just a cute little headband on that has like flowers on it from Dollar Tree, from my little stash. And I have my dress and stuff on under here. My son has a physical appointment today, so I'm gonna be taking him to the doctor a little bit later. Because he hasn't had a physical in a minute. So make sure you guys stay on top of your physicals and exams and things like that that you need for your body, for your health. So here we are. So these are the Meltables. I'm not gonna do a ton of these, just like a little drizzle of these on top of the actual cupcake. So I'm gonna be using this bowl. This is a bowl that I like to use to melt chocolate. I usually use this for my Ghirardelli melting chips. You guys know I use those all the time. The Ghirardelli melting chips are just a staple in my household, so I use those all the time. So definitely these are staples now too. The meltables from Michael's are like my favorite ones. I did try some from no, I was gonna say Michael's. These are from Michael's. From Walmart. I did not like the ones from Walmart, so I'm not gonna pick those up again. So yeah, so these are the ones that I have. So I'm gonna use those when it's time. So right now the cupcakes are in the oven, so I figured I would come on and chit chat with you guys just a little bit. Let me show you guys the 3 options for the actual, the rings. So this is Lydia right here. I myself am strange and unusual. So that's the first one that we have here. And then the second one, the ghost with the most, of course, Beetle Juice, our guy. Let me try to hold those together like this so you guys can see them. And then this one just says Beetle Juice, if you guys can see that. So these are the 3 right here. So those are the ones I'm going to be using, but I'm going to be using those in doubles because, again, I'm going to be decorating 6 cupcakes, but I'm going to be making a total of 8. So these are the ones that I have down. And you guys saw that I'm using the Betty Crocker lemon cake mix. And you guys saw the cupcake liners and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be taking some of that frosting and I'm going to be putting it in a piping bag. And then I have this little case. This is like an essential, like little case that I got from Dollar Tree. And I decided to use it for my piping tips because I have a ton more than, oh my gosh, this is not even half of the piping tips that I have, but these are the ones that I kind of use on a regular. So I'm trying to think which one I want to use today. I have this one that pipes out a lot of frosting at one time. And then I have this one that does like a little bit at a time, but it's like a decent size. I don't know which one I want to use today, you guys. Should I just use this big one and just get it done, right? Maybe I'll use that one today. And then of course I have the little rubber bands in here. These are for your piping bag, just kind of, you know, close the piping bag up. Maybe I'll go a little bit more decorative and go with this piping tip. This one looks like this, if you guys can see that. Kind of go with that one. I'll try that one today, I think. And that's always tricky too, because when you choose a different piping tip and you're just like, I don't know if I want to use that one or not. Sometimes you just, you know, you use different ones and they all do different things. Like this one creates grass. When I did the Cookie Monster one, if you guys remember that, I do have a video. It's like one of my kind of like almost first videos here on YouTube. I did a Cookie Monster cupcake, so it did like kind of the hair texture, but that particular one is like a grass tip is what they call that one, but it did work for that situation. So that's what I use that for. Let me put this to the side. So basically when you get ready to fill a piping bag, you know, for those of you guys that may not know, I know a lot of people do know how to do this. Basically, I usually forget, 9 times out of 10, I forget to put the tip in here. So you have to make sure you put the piping tip inside the bag, and then you just push it all the way down to the bottom as far as it will go, as snug as it will go. Sometimes it won't go all the way to the bottom. So you just have to just kind of work it down there as much as you can, as far as you can, and then you're basically just going to cut this tip off right here so that it's exposed. And then you're going to take this, I usually open this up like this, and then I'll put it inside of something, and then I will like a cup, like basically like a mug. So I will take that and I'll use my pink Ray Dunn Boo mug that's brand new, and I'm just basically going to take this piping bag, and I'll show you guys how I do this. Once I have it done, my cupcake should be done soon. I'm actually using my phone as an alarm because my Amazon Echo needed to be like replugged in because my power went out yesterday for a few minutes. So basically I'll just push this in here like this, and that's good to go. So now I'm gonna fill this with the frosting, and then I'll come back and show you guys when the cupcakes are all nice and cooled. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. I do hope that you do decide to stay and subscribe to the channel and be a part of the Lock with Leilani family. For those of you guys that are returning, thank you guys oh so very much for dealing with me, coming back and watching my videos, and I just totally appreciate all of you guys. If you guys are ready and decorated for Halloween, let me know down in the comments. Let's have that conversation. If you guys are decorated for Halloween, I think I'm doing more of like a following this year because I do have all my Halloween stuff out. If you guys made this far in all of these videos that I've been sharing, you guys have seen my Halloween decor. I have like put up, no, I'm sorry, not Halloween. You guys have seen my fall decor that I put up. My fall decor is in my house, but I kind of told my husband it's kind of like Halloween. I think I'm going to add a few Halloween pieces in different areas and stuff like that, but I think I'm pretty much going to be leaving my fall up because I really love it, and I really don't feel like going to my storage and pulling all those containers out, taking all this down, putting it away, taking pictures of it so I could put it back for November, because I typically decorate for fall in September. And then I take it down the last week of September, first-ish week of October, put October Halloween stuff up. Take Halloween down a couple days into November. Into November. My daughter's birthday's in November, and of course Thanksgiving, right? So then I take that stuff down. Then I put the fall stuff back up, and then kind of mix in a little bit of the harvest pieces that I have. And then I take that down like probably a couple days after Thanksgiving, and then I put Christmas up. So if you guys can imagine, that's like way too much work. So right now I did September for fall, then I would take it down and do Halloween, and then November fall again. So right now I'm thinking leave fall up for September, October, and November. Mix in a little bit more Halloween, and then take it all down in November, because I think by then I should be ready to take that down and stuff like that. So anyways, on that note, let's go check on those cupcakes. Let's see if they're almost ready to come out of the oven. They should be having like maybe a few more minutes on them. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that piping bag with frosting, so that'll be ready to go. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the sprinkles. So these are the sprinkles by Favorite Day. They're called Toil and Trouble. It's orange, black, and white sprinkles. These are the non-perials, they call them. You guys can hear them. They're like the little crunchy circle, like little circle kind of like little crunchy ones. They call them non-perials. That's like the technical term for these particular types of sprinkles. But I'm gonna be putting these on top of the cupcakes instead of the other ones. I bought those for Halloween, like for, you know, coffee bar and stuff like that. I do have the ones from Walmart too from last year, the cute ones with the different little containers and stuff, but there was nothing that had purple and black in them. So I realize now when I go back to Target, I'm gonna have to get the big one that has all the different colors and stuff in there, because I guess I threw some of my sprinkles out from like the past years. A few months ago, I forgot I did kind of like a cleanup with my baking stuff in my pantry, getting rid of some of the sprinkles that I've had for so many years and kind of switching it out. So on that note, that's enough chatting. I'm going to go and check the oven and see if those cupcakes are just about ready. And then I'll come back and be decorating those with you guys. So stay tuned for that. Okay, you guys, so here go the cupcakes. They are cooling right now. So I'm gonna let them cool about 10 minutes or so. And then I'll start piping the frosting on there and let that sit for a minute. And then I'll be adding the green melting chocolate. Okay guys, so last minute decision. I decided to use from the Funfetti, the green Funfetti frosting that I have. I could have actually used that one, but I wanted to do purple with the melting green chocolate on top. But I have the Funfetti green one to go with the chocolate cake that I picked up at Walmart. But I'm actually gonna use the sprinkles that are mixed in here, because this kind of like gives me more of like the Beetle Juice vibes. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna take these out, take the eyes out of it, separate it. And this is what I'm gonna use for the cupcakes instead of the Toil and Trouble. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with this one. This one also, this packaging was a little bit opened. So I wanna take this one back to the store too, because I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with stuff when it has like a little bit of an opening in it. So I'm gonna take these and I'm going to take them back to Target. I am sure that they have more of them. I'm gonna take these back to the store. I don't wanna use those because they were open, which is the main reason why. And I just decided to go ahead and use these because these have more of the color of like Beetle Juice to be in there. But I'm gonna take the eyeballs out. Okay, so I have everything right here. So I have the 6 cupcakes. I'm just letting them cool a little bit more, a couple more minutes. And then I decided to use those sprinkles that I showed you guys from the Funfetti, because they just have more of like the Beetle Juice colors for me. That purple with the black and the green, I like that better. So I use those. I'm gonna be using those. And then I have the frosting here, and I'm just waiting for these to cool off a little bit. And then I'll be ready to decorate them. And then I'm melting the melting chocolate right now, the green one. I'm gonna be adding a little bit more of the green food color to that to get a darker, deeper green color. Okay guys, so these are how the cupcakes are looking so far. I'm just kind of going in with this piping. Just kind of going in all the way around it in a circle like this. They're coming out really, really nice.